and a great summer, Marty. I know you're just coming off the court, but how are you feeling about your effort in the match?
Effort. I feel good about. I can look myself in the mirror. I can sleep pretty well nowadays, knowing that I'm doing everything I can possible. So, some matches go my way and some don't. A lot of them have this summer, and a few haven't. And this is one of them. And so yeah, it's disappointing, but no doubt about it. I mean, he's a great player. It's not a bad loss. But I was in a good position to win that match too.
You both are battling the elements as usual. It seems to be out there. Huh?
Yeah, that's a little annoying. We have to play a match like that. We're both playing well coming in. We're both confident. We both are a great surface for both of us. Seems like a relatively even, sort of match, and that the conditions just completely took it away from us. It's kind of a shame that's what it came down to, sort of, the wind and just who could deal with that, better early on, and trying to feel each other out because we haven't even hit with each other before, and so that's obviously a little frustrating. Just the ball's not exactly where you want it to be. It's not going to be a clean match at all. I think we played about as well as we both could in those conditions too.
Mardy, did you feel as if your upper right thigh, your body betrayed you a little in that fifth set, and what was going on there?
Yeah, I think that's only my fourth match. There hasn't been a ton of matches. It was unusually cold, and just for whatever reason, old age, I guess. I just didn't. My body didn't check up like I had hoped. That's not why I lost, but would have been nice to be able to run without pain.
Marty, in the fifth set, you and Tsonga exchanged words as you were changing over. Can you tell us what happened there?
It's just both of us fired up. We weren't going at each other at all.
When you said, I don't speak French, and then kind of an expletive, were you talking to Jo-Wilfried or to...
No, I was talking to the umpire. I probably shouldn't have said that. Like I said, we were fired up.
Marty, with the showing of the U.S. men, 4 guys in the 16, what do you take away as far as a resurgence, rebirth of men's tennis in the U.S. from this?
I mean, the usual guy. Andy's the usual suspect. He's always there. Isner's playing as well as anyone. He's going to be really tough to beat here. I mean, I think he can win the tournament the way he's serving and playing. I don't think there's any question about that, in my opinion. And Donald's got a tough match coming up for sure, but it's nice to see him doing well again. I mean, we got our own issues. I got my own problems out here too that I'm trying to stay in the tournament as long as I can. Look, it's nice that we're all in there, and and I root for my friends, obviously, and they're my friends, so that's exciting that they're doing well, but thinking about ourselves too, and trying to go as far as we can, in one of the biggest tournaments that we'll play.
What exactly was bothering you with your leg? You felt like you felt the momentum really turn away from you even before he got the break?
Yeah, I mean, I still felt like the fifth. No, not before he got the break, for sure. When you start a fifth set, and that's anyone's ball game, I mean, you just reset, when you start a fifth, and, you've got one set to go, and, to go to the quarterfinals of this great event. So, it's a good spot to be in, pretty good spot, and we both knew it, and he picked up his game better than I did.
What exactly was bothering you with your leg?
I just had some hip and hamstring issues, but it didn't have an effect on the loss.
Marty, on a different subject, your hometown Vero Beach is being considered as a host for the USA-Belarus
Yeah.
Cup matches next year. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I do a charity event there every year, and if we could sell 10,000 tickets, we would. We can't afford to put up the seats that maybe hopefully the Fed Cup can if they come, but it's a great tennis community. South Florida in general loves tennis, but it's a small town and they have one guy from there that grew up there that plays a lot, so they know a lot about tennis there, and so it would be outstanding. I would love to go just to watch if they did get it, and we're campaigning for it for sure.
Marty, there was forecast for rain all day today. Of course, it hasn't come yet. Was there any point during that match where you were looking at the heavens going, if it's going to start
Yeah.
now? Or
Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't, and to be honest, I'm glad we finished. I mean, because you want to, if you want to win the match, and you don't want to have to come back the next day, and then, obviously if you win, then come back the next day after that, play 3 days in a row. So you want to finish. Selfishly, both of you, I'm sure, wants to finish. You want an outcome. I mean, we're that far into it. My body probably could have handled an extra night of sleep and that, but yeah, we wanted to finish.
Where
Marty,
did this
you've had
bring
it,
among
yeah.
disappointing losses because you were playing well during the tournament and getting to a quarter here meant so much to you?
That's a good question. I don't think it's extremely high. I mean, I'm obviously I'm disappointed because I felt like I could do really well at this event. It doesn't even pale in comparison to the Davis Cup. I mean, it's not even the same. It's not even the same sport. Feels like, it's been on one end, you lose and you're obviously disappointed, and I had a great, a good opportunity here, and if Roger wins tonight, that's just a great experience and moment that you could play in quarterfinals of the U.S. Open. But on the other hand, it's been a long 3 months, since Madrid starts, and you just go, and I had only 8 days off after the French because I didn't play Queens, and then I went straight from Wimbledon to Davis Cup, and then I went home for 4 days, and then I went to Atlanta, and then I went back to LA and played, and then I had 4 days, and then I went to Montreal. So I mean, I'm spent, and obviously I'm disappointed that I didn't go further here, but like I said, you can see the good in both, I guess, because now I get to take a little bit of a break.